Hello, Francesca Ragucci here. Today I am giving an update, sudden courage, about experiences that I'm having as a result of a car event that I was involved in 1 month ago, almost 1 month ago, from date of recording. I'm going to share a brief of the event, and I am prefacing this is a series, so this is video 3 of the Sudden Courage series. It's about an experience that I'm going through, and for you to really get the understanding, whether you want to understand about the story, you want to learn something new, or have something similar to this going on within your life, I encourage you to start at the first Sudden Courage video, go to the second one, then come back to this one. The story is on Saturday, I was driving to gymnastics class. It was a cloudy morning. I was driving on the highway. I turned onto an exit. My car hydroplaned. I was going to pump the brakes to slow it down. My car hydroplaned. This was down a hill. Hydroplane, spun 180. The car jumped up into the air, hit a hill, jumped up again, and flipped over, and then rolled down the exit hill upside down. My car was the only involved and the only around. What happened to me? So that's what happened to the car, and this is what happened to me. So as I was turning on the exit that morning, I slowly was pumping my brakes. I felt shaken fear because my car was in fact speeding up instead of slowing down. I was still in fear. I took my foot off the brake and I just sat in the car with my seatbelt on and, in a sense, rode it out until it was over. I spun around and my sensory had shut down. Only sensory I had active was hearing. Vision. I actually heard nothing. I had music playing loud, at a regular volume that I'm comfortable with, in a sense. And I did not hear that music. All I did was see. I was scared to die. I was scared that I was going to die. However, I was ready to die if I was going to die in that event, because my driver's seat was headed for the hill and I just was not sure of what was going to happen to me. For me in that moment, it was either life or death. I'd asked myself 5 questions. Question 1 was, will I survive? Question 2 was, is this how I'm going to die? Question 3 was, is this it for me? Question 4 was, what impact did I make? And question 5, what legacy did I leave? And I did not intentionally ask those questions as like a purpose. What I'm learning from living this experience in a variety of ways over the past month is that it's likely my brain shut down and my brain went into this mode without me consciously doing it, because I went into a fight or flight. I'm only talking of what I'm experiencing. Right now I'm seeing a therapist and I am reading a lot of articles on near-death experiences and PTSD, because right now I am experiencing PTSD from a near-death experience because my body had shut down in a way that was very scary in that moment. However, I was almost still in a sense where I was prepared to die if that was my time. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be alive. The car slammed down to the floor of the highway and I was upside down in the car. The glass shattered. I gratefully had my seatbelt on and I stayed in the seat the entire time, was not jostled around. I got out of the car upside down, and I opened the door easily, got out easily. I crawled out the door. A couple saw, and it helped me and contact 911 and so forth. So let's fast forward to today to give you an update of my now new life experience, I call it. So I am 100% experiencing post-trauma from this event. I'm experiencing post-trauma in many different ways. Every single day since that day is new. And what I mean by that is I'm having a new experience. By experience, I mean correlation of events. Life now for me is a series of events in a day. Life now of what I'm experiencing is psychological distress. I am ebbing and flowing in thinking about the car, not my car, but thinking about the experience of being in the car, life and death, and also experiencing what I experienced before in different ways. I am experiencing overwhelm at times in civilization, society, because of experiencing near death. And I'm taking the time to detail you what I'm experiencing because this is my life now as an entrepreneur. And right now I'm rewriting my story, and I'm feeling everything, because for me and my healing, whether I'm healing for the rest of my life, it's very likely that I am rewriting the way that I talk about my life. I'm rewriting fictitiously, in a sense, maybe not actually writing it down. I am journaling my experience actively. I am living a different life than I once lived. I'm physically capable, and I'm physically, quote, normal. Even though the term normal for me, I have no clue what it is. I no longer identify with that. Okay, so yeah, life experience. Let's go back to that. I'm experiencing overwhelm in public, normal scenarios because of near-death experience and PTSD. I am experiencing panic, bodily reactions, and flashbacks when driving. Some drives are better than others. Okay? Everything that I did in that event, it triggers my body to react and my mind. Whether I react with a scream, or I react by a twitch or a tick of the body because my body's reacting and I'm trying to shake it out of me, and that's what's happening. If you saw my car driving, it looks like a normal car driving. That's one of the things that I'm learning about psychological distress. Is if you saw me, I may look weird to you, off. If you knew me before and still know me, and are going to interact with me for a longer periods of time, it may be likely that you notice a difference, whether my face is a bit different, or I'm having moments of being in and out of conversation, or just times where I'm drifting off. That's happening because it's sort of it's wearing, in a sense, on my face. I still smile. I still have a zest for life. However, it's wearing me. It's something that I'm experiencing, and a psychological experience at times is worn in the face or in the body. So that's driving. I drive, period. I drove in a little snow because I'm in Philadelphia, and it did snow a bit, even though the winter's actually been much better so far. I drive in the sun. I drive in the rain. So I drive and everything. There's no time I drive because my mindset is I'm alive. I'm going to drive because I want to go to the gym. And I want to go to gymnastics. So I'm driving. The day after the car event was a gym day. I didn't go to gymnastics that day. But the day after was a gym day. So I'm like, I'm driving. I don't care. I was not achy the next morning nor the next day. However, psychological ache definitely started kicking in. But I went, and that's my desire is to drive, because right now the lifestyle involves me drive. Even with these reactions at times when driving. I actually really want to give I'm going to actually give shout outs of support to different areas right now. And number one, I'm going to give a shout out to TikTok. TikTok is a newer application. It was once Musical.ly. And TikTok in this time is exceptionally a salvation for me and a place for me to get vulnerable in a different way that I do on social media, because the app is all about, let's say, sharing a lifestyle with music or trends. It's a fun app. I recommend you check it out. But TikTok is giving me a way to express my lifestyle and business, as well as my experience with experiencing PTSD and living with a near-death experience in a way that is creative and heartfelt, because I'm able to back music to it that tells a story. I can use text, and I'm able to talk when I want. So thank you, TikTok, for coming around. I have one video on TikTok that has over 23,500 views. This is a TikTok video that I put out talking about surviving the experience. It's one of many, but it's an exceptional video because it happened to trend over 23,000 views. I have over 1,000 likes and over 50 comments, and they're all very supportive comments, all new individuals, all individuals who access my TikTok video as a safe place for them to reveal about their life and their trauma or tragedy or coming out in a way. I also had a gentleman on TikTok do what's called a duet, and a duet is basically when you share the video and it split screens. So my video's on one side and their new video's on another side. And I actually had a gentleman who decided to come out on that video in a duet, which is very touching for me, because he saw my video and he chose my video as a safe place for him to come out and share his truth. So thank you, sir, for coming out and being honest about your life and choosing my video as a safe place. I came out about my experience to my gymnastics team 2 days ago. Today's Monday. I came out to them Saturday for the first time about my experience with PTSD and near death, because my reactions are worse and heightened at gymnastics because I'm reliving that day, because I was driving to gymnastics. So it's like every Saturday that we've been back at gymnastics, I'm reliving it. And my body is extreme. My body is experiencing a lot of aches. I get a lot of emotions. I get a lot of emotions that happen at one time, and it gets overwhelming and tiring. And when I get to gymnastics, I just feel separate, more so there. So I asked my gymnastics coach to facilitate a safe place for me to share my experience with the gymnastics team. Because for me to feel safe attending gymnastics and having fun in class every week is my desire to have them know what is happening in my life experience, because in the first class back, a couple of individuals specifically noticed that I was sighing, looking off, reacting in a way that was not as typical. So I decided to comfortably let everyone know, and it warmed my heart because everyone gave me a hug after. So it gave me a place to access support and open up. My desire with sharing is 100% for me, okay? It's for me and my healing process. What I am seeing as an outcome of this is so new. I am seeing people in this world connecting with me and my videos and coming out about their experience and being honest about their life and telling me things, whether it's on social media or in person, about them that happened in trauma. And I feel honored. It's not about me in that moment. It's about them and their bravery to share. So, in an outcome of me healing and in an outcome of me sharing the story, is providing a safe place for others to share as well. What else is happening? What else is happening? Still actively growing my business. I have a brand new mindset with that. All of my future activities are now put into the present. The two future activities that I desire, well, one of them is to grow my business as a company, which I explained in one of my recent videos. Two of my big dreams that I admitted on TikTok, and the first Sudden Courage video is in progress, is my video series, and I almost said in progress. My first Sudden Courage video is number 1, moving to LA, Los Angeles, and number 2, developing a company and moving it there, and also keeping the national clients. Nuance. Keeping our clients, I moved to LA. And number 2 is to make the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. I have no control if I actually make the list, but I do have control of applying. And right now I am here and I'm going to apply for that list in the spring. I wanted to make that list since I was in my younger 20s. Now I'm 26 and I'm making that list. I am putting forth the effort this year to get a spot on the 30 list in marketing and advertising. And guess what? If I don't make it, I don't care. I don't care. The only thing I care about is that I tried and that I present myself in a way that is honest and forthright about my life. Because now my story is different. You know, my bio section is different. When someone asks me about me, it's all, right now, it's all up in the air right now. And I know that naturally that something like that, like the questions I ask myself is, you know, this is something that I tell new individuals in my life. This is something that I tell individuals who have an interest in me, because this is a part of my life story. This is a part of a speaking engagement. This is a part of an interview, because it's my experience. And that's it. It's my experience. And I'm choosing to embrace it. I'm also choosing to feel it. So what I mean by feeling it is I'm choosing to, my body and I experience an outer body experience, which I have multiple episodes this month, which are actually quite scary episodes. Outer body experience. So what happens is when I first wake up, within the first hour or two, I will feel tired. I will be meditating or stretching. My body will get very restful, and then I will go to sleep. And my body re-experiences the event. Whether it's visual re-experiences, whether I feel my body moving around without it actually moving, whether I'm hearing things. One time I heard 2 men outside the door. They were not there. And I ran upstairs because I thought it was real. Blacking out in my dreams, having dreams about recurring experiences or reckless driving, for example, having dreams about that. And so that's happening too. But I'm also choosing to feel it because in continuing to live here, I am checking in on me at a primary first and foremost. I am feeling everything. So when I feel overwhelmed, I'm saying to myself that I am going to feel overwhelmed because that's okay. Because that's what I'm experiencing right now. Because it's also healthier for me outside of repressing and avoiding. Not good. So I'm not avoiding the exit. I actually drove it twice already because as of now, the purpose of me driving it is to go to gymnastics, and I've been twice. So I go twice. It is a whirlwind of an exit to drive. As soon as I pass one exit to go to the second to go there, it is a whirlwind. It's very stressful psychologically and in my body, and that's what it is right now. So I will give you another update when I feel comfortable to provide another update. But my purpose with sharing the YouTube video and this video wherever you're watching is to open and heal and give update, because I already gave 2 video updates about it. I had the courage enough to share with you, so I will continue to share with you alongside of my regular scheduled business strategy opportunities. Okay? I encourage you to share this video with someone you know who's experiencing trauma and tragedy, PTSD or near-death experience. Okay? I encourage you to watch all 3 videos of this series so you have a full understanding, or whatever you're getting out of this. Whether you know me and want to help and support, whether you are experiencing the same or some type of trauma or tragedy in your life and you want to help you and you're using my videos as an outlet. I encourage you to use these videos as an outlet. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.